So welcome back to Critical Mass. This is our second movie review this week. We are doing Charlie's Angels. And
car review.
It's a car review, and you know what that means. It's well established that I'm the alpha male of the Critical Mass channel.
Oh, obviously.
I think it's been unanimously voted upon by our loyal watchers. And so coming to see Charlie's Angels, with all of the chatter surrounding this movie, I didn't know if my extreme manliness would be the proper perspective for this. So I brought Mark along to kind of balance the scale.
I see what you did there.
So, Mark.
You're going to ask me what I thought of this movie.
No. First, I'm going to ask you what you expected from this movie before you went in.
Okay, well, I expected a Charlie's Angels movie. I expected Charlie to give, anonymous Charlie, to give orders to Bosley, who would then send the angels out to complete a task.
Okay, now that's what you expected plot-wise. What did you expect this movie to be, given the chatter surrounding the movie?
I expected somewhat of a female version of Mission Impossible.
Okay, so that's a different expectation than I had. I thought that this was going to be like a very heavy, feminist-oriented movie. Basically trashing guys and girl power all the way. How do you think that unfolded?
I think you were probably dead on there.
Wow.
If that was the expectation, they nailed it.
Yeah, so for once, all the outrage on YouTube thumbnails saying that, oh, this is a get woke, go broke movie, for once, I think they were right.
They were. It was even more so than I could have even imagined.
Yeah. So
so let's break down the plot just a little bit. A fairly basic plot. A new power system has been developed, kind of like a Google Home or an Alexa, but it gives power. So you can disconnect from your hydroelectric grid, and this thing would give you wireless power. Basically, I mean, the only wireless power I know of is lightning, but it would give you wireless power.
So clean energy.
Clean energy, but it was unsafe and dangerous. And there was one sort of the person that we follow, one female developer who developed this device, or helped develop, knew that it was unsafe and wanted to hack into it and fix it. That's the basic plot. And the unit was being sort of sold out on the black market, and people trying to make money off of it. Of course, all of the men. Okay, so let me just say that if there was anyone in this movie that happened to be incompetent, or a drama queen, or not good at doing anything, or it was about to die, it was a man.
Yeah, and they made sure that everybody said the most lecherous things that you could possibly say. Like, because there's no good guys, they're all saying something that's kind of sexist or what have you.
Oh, we can make these in pastel colors for the ladies.
Yeah. So, okay. So, at the beginning they had this, for a TV show, they have the intro, and there's music and a video. Well, this video is all about little girls across the world being strong and powerful. So it just set up the tone of the movie. So if we get rid of all that feminist stuff...
The action scenes themselves, if you were to look at it just based on the action scenes, I thought were pretty good.
Okay. The action was all right, but what did you think of, like, how the story unfolded? Because I thought it was just going from a whole bunch of events to another whole bunch of events to a whole bunch of locations, and it seemed to be like a 3.5 hour movie.
It really felt like it dragged, because we were seeing a lot of the same things over and over again. although the action was good, we weren't seeing anything out of the box. We weren't seeing anything that we haven't seen in 1,000 movies before.
Yeah, like this was like a Clown World version of Mission Impossible. Like cheese everything up and make everything jokey and light and cartoony, and that's what this movie was. Except I found that almost every single joke in this movie did not land.
No, that was maybe one joke that I chuckled at, that I laughed at.
Yeah.
Nothing else really hit home.
And as for the sorry, we're parked in a really bad place. As for the actresses themselves, I really liked Kristen Stewart's character. I thought she was kind of funny. She was aloof, very lowbrow. The other Angel I was okay with. She did a fine job. But the tag-along girl, the
girl they were recruiting.
Yeah. I thought that she was good in every instance except when she was trying to be naive. When she was trying to be naive, it came across as really super fake.
And really bad acting. That's right. Yeah.
But when she was just talking about smart stuff, everything was fine.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. When she was playing her scientific role, which this to me, and in the realm of Charlie's Angels, I would not see this person as a potential recruit. You're smart, but are you the athletic powerhouse that these angels were? I mean, they in the history of the angels, they all knew like kung fu, and they were assassins basically. This girl just didn't have that.
But you
quality.
know, this whole movie is a giant, suspension of disbelief kind of thing. Now, I like the idea that this agency is global now. I like the idea, or the fact that they kept the sex appeal in there. Despite this being a feminist movie, they didn't eliminate the sex appeal, which was what the original Charlie's Angels was all about.
True.
Female empowerment through, owning yourself. And you can do whatever you want to do, and if you have sex appeal, you can use it. And they left it in. Good for them. But I'd have to say that this movie dragged. It was not really interesting. They had a few twists that, a lot of misdirection. They thought that, they'd give you a twist and then they twist it around again and twist it around again, which was great. It kept me interested a little bit. But on the whole, I think this was a pretty fail movie.
Yeah, I would not give it higher than a 5. It had it was good production value. Obviously, it was a blockbuster. There were a couple of good ideas in it to expand the Charlie's Angels universe or try to bring it back. But honestly, I don't think that it was it's not something I would say, okay, well, great, when it comes on Netflix, I'm going to watch this again.
Well, one thing that was kind of interesting is we just had a T2 clone come out with Terminator Dark Fate, but this movie had a better T2 villain in it than that movie did. Looked like him too.
It did, actually. I noticed that when I was watching the movie. I was like, wow, he kind of looks like the T2
from the original T2. Yeah.
That guy.
So on the whole, I would give it a 5 as well, 5 out of 10. I would say that if you're looking to go see something this week, don't go see Charlie's Angels unless you have young girls, maybe.
Based on your review of Ford versus Ferrari, I wish we had gone to see that. Honestly, I wish I had seen that.
Yeah, Ford versus Ferrari is the movie to see this week. If you're an adult looking to go see a movie, this movie could be a Netflix or other streaming, or skip it altogether. I don't think you'll miss much. What else?
That's it.
That's it? Okay, thank you for coming back to Critical Mass. This is Mark, I'm Paul, and we'll see you next time on Game Night.